Hello, hello, hello. I'm a painted dog and welcome back to the Hunter Call of the Wild. Now, I've just entered the area. You might have seen it in the previous episode. It's called Ansdorf Cave. So I want to see if there's a cave around, literally a cave around here. Because if there is, it would be nice to go and see what's inside. But I doubt it. Seriously, I doubt it. It's in this direction. Should be right up ahead. Yeah, there it is. So let's go and see what's going on there. But I didn't get any warning calls or anything like that along the way. So, no game. It's genuinely a cave. I wonder if we can go inside. I wonder if there's anything inside there that's worth hunting. Let's take a quick look at the codex. No, it's not that. No, I'm not gonna fool around with that anymore. Let's go and have a look inside this cave, if we can. This is quite nice, I have to say. I don't believe we'll be able to explore that much of this, but it's nice that it's added into the game. Okay, this is actually getting quite dark now. Oh, that's a nice little place. Let's go and see down there. Don't fall to your death, don't fall to your death, don't fall to your death. I think this is the end of this cave. Oh, I actually thought this is gonna be... When I saw I was able to go inside, I thought it's gonna be like a tunnel through this mountain. You can basically walk through it instead of over it, but that's the fence. And let's take a look at our map. Where do we want to go now? Already went there. So we might as well go around here and go and see this undiscovered location. So it's a northeasterly direction. Oh, better. I keep on forgetting that I added that visible marker. I'm actually in two minds about that. Because I really enjoy using the map. Even though it shows my current location, it's still a bit more realistic to basically see, to be able to use the map and not see that. But then again, you get field GPSs that you can use, basically show the direction, your current position with a map and all that jazz. Although I don't usually use it, I had one for my previous work when I was still a game ranger and field guide. And then in the beginning I had to use it because it was quite a big reserve. But later on you get to know the place and you sort of always know where you are. Even though it's over 30,000 hectares in the bushveld. You get to a stage where you can actually, in your mind, you can see where you are on the map. But then again, you don't really spend that much time in this game. So I can understand why they added that. But what would be nice, I don't know if it's a feature. Actually, should have a look. But if I can have an option of taking that out of the game, that can be quite nice. And I have to go around this. So you can actually get lost. I would really like that feature. For instance, with Cabela's Big Game Hunter Pro Hunt, I took off the... I basically went to the advanced stage. Because of easy, you can see when the animal's about to flee. And I don't really like that feature. I like looking at the... I don't like the computer telling me when it's going to flee. I want to see the animal move. I know it's not really that great animation and so, but if you can use your common sense, I really like that. But hey, guess to each their own. Some people might like that feature, some people won't. I don't want to judge. Yeah, let's get there and see if we can find anything along the way. Kick up the mountain. There you go. So we're approaching this undiscovered location. And it's actually getting quite dark now. It's quite lovely, I have to say. This is actually my favorite time in the bushveld. When it's starting to get cooler and the heat of the day is starting to fade away and the animals start getting more active. Actually my favorite time. But so far I didn't find any animal tracks or any calls or any noises, anything along the way. It's actually quite a dead zone. But the idea is now, because we still need to find 2 more fox tracks in this area. I'm going to try and walk around here and then basically take that down and explore this area. Just so that we can find something along the way. And hopefully we can accomplish the side mission. Of course, that main mission to just get there. To take a picture of a fallow deer with a lake in the background. I'm still a bit stumped with that. Because it's actually quite difficult, because you have to find the fallow deer, quite a close-up shot of it with a lake in the background. That's a bit much to ask, eh? Or is it just me? But I'll get there, I do get a bit frustrated with that. And I tried that a couple of times before and failed miserably. That's why I'm ignoring that for a while. Just before I lose all my patience with this game. Because I know it's very immersive and trying to stay real world, but it can be quite frustrating. And I have to say there's loads of swear words. Seriously. And then I have to basically cut that out, and then it's basically not much left. Let's just say that. Because I can get quite frustrated and angry and shouty. I don't really like making videos of me shouting. I know there's some people that like that kind of reactions, but I don't really like that about myself. And I record these videos because I enjoy it. And I don't want to post a video if I didn't enjoy the gameplay. Except if I get it right, then it's fine. Because at the end, it's a happy ending. Although I don't really like happy endings in movies and so on. But in real life, automatically I enjoy it. Who doesn't? But yeah. That's why I cut those videos. And I didn't actually accomplish anything. I did a bit of hunting along the way. Did quite a bit of hunting along the way. But you want to see missions. Because that's what I like to see. But yeah. So let's see if we can find a couple of foxes. And how do you like that view? Up on this hill, on a mountain, with the moon. Actually quite lovely. But I almost forgot that you have to use your headlamp at some point to see the tracks. So I might have actually missed a bunch of the tracks. And I know you were shouting at me to basically put on my headlamp to see this. But hey, you all know I'm miserable and useless in games. I don't do it because I'm great at it. I do it because I enjoy it. And you can all know that's how I roll. So just deal with it. No, I'm just kidding. Well, let's go and see what that is. So, I basically had a bit of a run down the hill. And I basically fell myself to death. So I was bumped back to Johnsdorf outpost. And this just disappeared. This outpost just disappeared. I don't know if it's because I should go back there or what, but it just disappeared. So now I'm going to make my way back there, hopefully. just to find. But before that, I'm gonna buy a mate pack just in case. A mate pack or for first aid kit. Actually quite expensive, but let's buy 2. I know it's maybe a waste of money, but that's fine. So now I have to go around. It's only 3 point some odd kilometers away, but I have to go around here to get back to that bridge and all that jazz. But I'll see, because I'm really frustrated with myself now. So I'll see how far I get. Otherwise, let's just do a spot of hunting along the way. And actually, the terrain I found myself today was a lot like this. So I thought to myself, nah, I usually slide down this and then it's all fine. As you can see there. But then that time, I found myself. I know a lot of descriptive words. But most of the descriptive words I want to use now to explain how hard this guy fell down. So all a bit on the swear word, the cursing side. So I'd rather skip that. But yeah, it's basically I fell down a scree sort of run like that. But hey, this gives us time to do a bit of night hunting again, which is kind of nice. So let's go and see if we can find anything along the way. As you can see there, no fall damage. But it doesn't help getting frustrated now. It's done and dusted. Now we just have to move on. And I just came down that mountain. I had a slip up there. I fell in the water. And it pops me out on this side. Bonus. It's a bit closer to where I have to be. I'm on the right side of the water again. And I can just walk around here. So it's a southwesterly direction. Excuse me. Don't know why I'm so useless with direction today. But yeah. And we have our first signs of any life again. Some mating call of a red fox. So we need to connect the tracks or identify the tracks of 3 different foxes. So let's go in this direction, see if we can at least get the track. Even if we don't hunt it, let's get the tracks. That's a different one. Yes, that's a different one. Woohoo! Woohoo! And that was actually only the 3rd animal or signs of an animal I saw since the last time I brought you back. But the rest were very old droppings, and as you can see, I already decided to cut those bits out. Oh, well, that's fine. We got 2nd of our 3rd different fox tracks, so that's fine. So let's go and see if we can still unlock that outpost. Hopefully we can, because I don't want to walk this distance again. It's fine if we can get the outpost and we can fast travel to here, that's fine. But I don't want to have to walk half an hour to get to this place. Before exploring, further exploration. This actually looks like, I can't remember that game's name. It's actually quite eerie with a background. Well, that can be nice. And we have another red fox mating call up ahead. Hopefully we can find it and hunt it, but I'll settle for tracks. It's actually in this direction. The red fox. So I'm going to walk in this direction. Here's another one. But now I know I can walk in that direction as well. Is that it? Nah. It's the same one. Well, that's okay. What's the What are the chances of that happening? Oh, there was one in this direction as well. I believe it's the same one, but we can't be too sure without checking, eh? I remember now. It might be a different one, but it's not in the Arensdorf area, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go and see. Yeah, it's just outside. Damn it. Then again, I should walk a bit backwards. Yeah, let's do that. And find the tracks, I can follow it a bit backwards and it might lead back into the Arensdorf area. Then that might count. We never know. But let's go and see. Just find these tracks. Okay, here they are. Hopefully this will work. It ought to work. We're just going back into that area, and if it's not the same one, it should work. Common sense dictates that it should work. But then again, it's not necessarily common sense, is it? Nah. If it was a different one, it should have worked by now. Already in Arensdorf area. Okay, so that didn't work. But that's fine. Let's go to the outpost. Or where the outpost should have been. Now we're approaching the outpost. Now as you can remember, on the map, this is actually clear. You didn't see that. Now you can see it again. So, let's hopefully we can claim this again. It looks like it's already claimed by us. Let's see. Will I be able to fast travel here? Ah, according to this I can fast travel. But, if I'm not mistaken, I bought those first aid kits and I didn't equip it. So, let's equip it now. Ah, there we have it. But guys, this will be the end of this episode. Now, before I forget now, one of the missions you have is to harvest the deer at night and earn a gold score or higher. But that's in the Peterson area. And we're actually now in the Arensdorf area. And the Peterson is here. So I can basically complete that fast travel there because it's still night. It's only 9:45. So I'm tempted to fast travel there and then try and complete that. Where's hang on. Don't tell me they disappear after a while. It seems like it does, but oh well. But as I was saying, I wanted to fast travel there and try and complete that mission or side mission. But I think let's take one area at a time and try and complete it. So let's try and find the last track. But we'll see. But that's the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, although we didn't hunt anything. But we did a bit of track hunting and went and explored the cave and basically got mishandled by a cliff. But I hope you enjoyed the mishaps, and I'll see you for next episode. Cheerio.